it's just that act of that, that small sacrifice, that it's related to fasting in that, we're going to wait. We're going to wait this little extra bit more because it's Lent.
Okay, what about the mom who's listening and she's like, I'm all about this, but I'm in the land of the littles, and maybe she's a convert. Maybe she's never even done Lent before. What is your advice to her? Like, if you could give her just like maybe three simple things she could do this Lent, what would it be?
Yeah, so I think that decorating in some simple way, and that can be also, taking things away. You don't have to invest in a bunch of new Lent decorations. One of the big things that we do that's the most meaningful is that I take a bunch of stuff out of our big china cabinet that's in the dining room. I take out, the fancy silver and things, and clear it out and just make it look a little bit more bare. And I put our Stations of the Cross in there. And that, you notice that as you go by, like, oh, okay, it's Lent. And to make a little centerpiece on the table with, some burlap, some like rocks from outside. If you get a little cactus from the home store, um, and that way, it's a visual reminder that it's Lent. And then the second thing that I think is really great for little kids is to count to 40 before eating.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, so we're already, we're sitting down at the table, everybody has their food, and we just, after we say the blessing before meals, we just count to 40. It has the added benefit of, that's how my kids learn to count above 10 during Lent. But it's just that act of that, that small sacrifice, that it's related to fasting in that, we're going to wait. We're going to wait this little extra bit more because it's Lent. And then the third thing is, if you want to try to level up a little bit, is to try to do the Stations of the Cross. And, maybe your church has it, and you want to, schlep your kids over there. We most often do it at home, and that's just feels more manageable for me. But again, different people, different temperaments. Some people find it easier to go to things. I, tend to find it easier to do them at home. So we do the Stations of the Cross on Fridays during Lent as a family. There's candles. Kids like candles. But you can do it just, sitting around the table. You can do it, with homemade stations, walking around your yard. There are lots of different ways. But maybe you can't get to it every week, but the Stations of the Cross is such a beautiful
Mhm.
Lenten tradition, and so I think to try to incorporate that would be a good goal.
Yeah, I'm a stay-at-home person more than go to church, especially things like that where I'm like, it's too hard to like
Yeah.
herd them as we go from station to station.